If this video upsets you, I want you to ask yourself why. And if accountability feels like an attack, we were never meant to work together anyways. So I'm gonna keep talking about weight training because I think people keep underestimating how important it actually is.
If you want to live a long time, lift heavy weight.
No kidding.
No question. Challenge your body, tear your muscles, apply stress to the body, lift things that are heavy. Not so heavy that you hurt yourself. I don't believe in loading the spine. But if you only had time to do cardiovascular training or weight training, I would do weight training.
Like somewhere along the way, lifting weights became synonymous with meatheads, gym bros, or people that are obnoxiously trying to get huge. And this is really not what I'm talking about. After the age of 30, your body starts changing, whether you acknowledge it or want to continue to live in denial.
What happens to our muscle mass after the age of 30 is wild. This is a 30-year-old's trained muscle versus a 30-year-old's untrained muscle. And at the age of 70, it's even more apparent. So this is because after the age of 30, we lose around 3 to 8% of our muscle mass every decade until we hit 50. And then after 50, it can be as much as a 15% loss. However, the good news is that recent studies have shown this is reversible by strength training. And what's even more interesting is that studies have shown a reduction in risk of strokes, heart disease, and even insulin resistance. This is exactly why from the age of 30, we really need to be strength training. And if you aren't strength training, well, it's never too late to start and there will still be benefits long term.
Every decade after 30, if you don't fight for it, your body starts to take muscle away. I know people that'll run miles, but they won't pick up weights at the gym to build the tissue that actually protects them as they age. And I'm not shitting on cardio, but weight training is a completely different beast.
How long do you live? Strength training provides a massive advantage. You can look at this from the perspective of brain health. Strength training will have positive physical benefits of your brain. You're talking about brain matter, cognitive function, the actual tissue in your head, as well as functionality, memory, word recall, executive function, deterring of Alzheimer's and dementia. This stuff has been shown, again, in many, many studies across multiple labs. Your bone health, cardiovascular health, you'll see the same amount of benefit for the most part in perceptual markers as well. Mental health, mood, depression. I mean, you just basically can't pick a metric that anyone would care about that which strength training doesn't positively contribute.
Muscle helps you carry groceries, to pick up your children, to get off of the floor. And let's be honest, keep wiping your own ass when you're old. And speaking of asses, you absolutely need one. Your glutes are some of the biggest, strongest muscles in your entire body. And ladies who work out at the gym, we know how much men love leg day. Kidding! You guys are more concerned about upper body than lower body. And it's kind of the opposite for women, but I digress. Now, can I look at a dude's ass and know exactly what his testosterone level is? Not precisely, but glute size is a big indicator of testosterone production. Low testosterone makes it harder to build and maintain muscle, especially the older you get. And now this is to all of the ladies. You are not accidentally going to become a bodybuilder because you lift weights 4 to 5 times a week. Ain't gonna happen.
Women have to put down the mamby-pamby pink weights that we do 20 sets of because we don't want to bulk up. You're never going to bulk up unless you do it purposely. We must lift as heavy as our bones will let us.
Why is it so important for women to lift heavy? Well, after age 30, women naturally start losing muscle. It's slow at first, but then during menopause, it speeds up. This is called sarcopenia, and it's a big reason why your metabolism slows down and your body starts to feel different. And for your bones, it's the same story. Most women lose up to 20% of their bone density after entering menopause, and that's what leads to osteoporosis.
80% of the people in this country with osteoporosis are women. 1 in 2, 50% of women over 50 will break a bone as a result of osteoporosis, and 1 in 4 women that break a hip will not survive the year. Strength training will maintain and build muscle mass, which in turn will keep you healthy metabolically. It will also increase your bone density, which Pilates won't do, yoga won't do. Running without strength training can actually increase bone loss.
You see, lifting heavy sends a signal to your body. We need this muscle. Keep it. Build more of it. And muscle doesn't just make you look better. It makes you stronger, leaner, more protected as you age. It strengthens your bones, balances your hormones, helps manage fatigue, blood sugar, and even hot flashes. Muscle makes you live better.
Getting jacked takes years. Genetics, nutrition, progressive training, relentless consistency. But you want to know what will happen? You'll get stronger, more confident, improved posture, less injuries. You don't need a perfect workout plan. Google videos, understand proper form. Gradually start to increase your resistance. You need to stop waiting until you feel motivated. I've said this before, I never look forward to going to the gym ever, but I always feel better every single time I leave the gym. I wasn't excited about going to the gym the day after my blood clot, but my ass staggered back into that gym. I did every arm routine known to man before I was cleared to train my legs again. It wasn't fun. It sucked. But there comes a point in your life where you just stop making excuses and you do it. One thing that you'll learn about me is that I have zero tolerance for excuses. And I've spent over 20 years in psychiatry. And one thing I've learned is this. People can tell the difference between criticism and accountability. My patients know that I genuinely give a shit about them. I care. That's why when I say, stop being a little bitch, they know I'm not calling them weak. But I'm reminding them that they are stronger than the excuses that they've been believing for years. That little voice inside their head that tells them they can't do it. I'm like, David Goggins, suck it up. Do it anyways. When I finish my coaching program, I am not going to be that coach that tells you what you want to hear. I'm going to be that coach that tells you what you need to hear, in my opinion. If you are looking for somebody to validate your excuses or to tell you it's okay to stay exactly where you are, keep scrolling, because my job is not to make you comfortable. My job is to hold up a mirror and call you out on your bullshit. And to hold you accountable, because that's how people change. Growth is uncomfortable. Building muscle is uncomfortable. Changing your life is really uncomfortable. But staying weak, that's uncomfortable too. I used to be a little bitch too. I get it. It feels so good to tackle those demons. So what's it gonna be?
Does lifting weights make it easier to burn fat?
Yes.
Is regular walking good enough to prevent age-related decline?
No, it doesn't preserve fast-twitch muscle fibers, which are the first ones that disappear when we age.
Is weight loss largely muscle loss if the person is not strength training?
Yes, without resistance training, a meaningful portion of the weight that's lost is likely lean mass, which is our metabolic currency when we age.
Can you be thin and still metabolically unhealthy?
Yes, low muscle mass is associated with insulin resistance and higher mortality, so this is where the term skinny fat comes into play.
Does lifting weights lower your risk of dying?
Yes.
Is cardio better than lifting for longevity?
Nope, the best outcome comes when you do both.
Is cardio alone enough?
No.
Does muscle help regulate blood sugar?
Yes, skeletal muscle is the largest sugar disposal site in the human body.
Is cardio the best way to get toned?
No, toning is best done by building muscle plus lowering body fat, so the best way to do this is typically through strength training and dietary choices.
After 40, is lifting optional?
No, it's essential.
Final one. Does weightlifting make women bulky?
No. Building bulk actually requires purposeful progressive overload and surplus calories over an extended period of time.